Hello. Welcome, guys. Can you guys hear me? Am I live? I should be now. Wait for the chat to catch up. Intro DJ. I'm not doing any DJing, Eric. No DJing. It's happening. All right. Can you guys hear me? Please confirm that. I have the output on mute, so I can't hear it. Yep. Yes. Hello. Perfect. Okay. Great. Sorry for the delay, guys, and the mishap earlier. I had to actually exit out of my whole streaming software, come back in, worked like a charm then. So there you go. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you guys are. I saw Bane come in here briefly. He probably passed out at his desk. He's gonna wake up with like QWERTY on his forehead, but it was nice of him to join us late in the night. Okay. Well, first of all, I apologize. Thank you for the compliment on the shirt. I'm gonna try and keep this pretty focused because we got a lot to go through. I'm actually giving away about almost everything you see there. Now this is just thrown up there from storage, so there's a mix and match. So not everything going there is gone, but pretty much a 6x4 Calyx shelf worth of content is coming out just from me, not including the wonderful companies that support this community as well. So of course, thank you to them or anybody that donated, whether it was games or money. It's a name butchering. Yes. So Gandalf brings up a good point. I will be saying first names only. Even then, you're gonna get some good ones. So just I apologize, but I no more missing with donations. Yes. So anyway. We're going to go ahead and jump into things. Andrew is a patron of mine, and he did a ton of work on this. Andrew Bray, you saw him. Actually, he's the one that kind of thought up this originally, and last year he did some videos for the GoFundMe. He is sick right now, sicker than I am right now, so he's kind of dealing with that. So well wishes to him. Hope he's feeling better. But let's go ahead and give away some games. What do you guys say? I think it's a good idea. Probably just kidding. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Now you don't have to be present. I know that was a joke, right? To win anything or get anything. Stuff's already been drawn. We're already good to go. And if you see your name here or anything like that, feel free to celebrate or congratulate. We'll be contacting you, either Andrew or myself, to get the details to synchronize and either get you added to a pledge manager, get you hooked up with a company, or to the person that donated the game so that they can figure out shipping on that. So that is what we are doing. Waiting on us to reply. Gonna get slow. Okay, good. Bane is still here. So that's great. Thanks. I'm glad you're doing all right. Okay, well let's just get started, right? So we are going to start with Solomon Kane Wave 1. Now, this is actually a copy from me. It literally hasn't been touched. It's like in the box itself. There was a mishap in shipping, and so I actually, they like sent me they wanted to make sure I got a copy, which I had already backed this, and so they sent the copy, and then I got my copy that I bought. So I don't need two. So I figured, let's give it out to the community. Let's give it to somebody who was gracious enough to not just be a part of this community, make it better, but help fund the future of it. So very happy to give this to Matthew. Congratulations, Matthew, on a whole bunch of game. I know it just says Wave 1, but that's like 25 pounds of game. It's massive. It's huge. Very fun game. So congratulations, Matt. You are going to, I think, love that. All right, next up is a Harakiri All-In. We're starting in strong here. So this is kind of fun. We kind of mishmashed, where everything's going and stuff like that. So it's going to be a big mix of games here. But Harakiri All In. This is from the company. It's going to be, this is a huge thing. And that is going to Milas. Congratulations, sir. Very well earned on that. He's actually a patron and a big part of this community. Pretty new to the community, but already well established. So very excited to see that. And I know that's going to get actual game time because he's one of those like weird people that play games, not just buys them. So that's exciting to see too. It'll be good to see it actually played. I'm gonna really enjoy seeing that. Oathsworn Core with Mini. So this is like the big box again. This is like a ton of game, and not only that, but this is hard to get on. They have had a wait list for like forever. My understanding is like at this point they're probably giving like their store copy. Like no joke, there's like none to be had here, and so very cool that I was able to get 2 of these for you guys. I'm really excited for that. The first one goes to Matthew. This is a different Matthew, but very common name. My brother's named Matthew as well, so I understand that. Congratulations, Matt, to that. That is huge, awesome, and super exciting. Next up, Dungeons and Lasers Epic Bundle. I called this the Epic Bundle. This is like 2 Calyx cubes worth of like Hips plastic. Like there is a ton here. I have a lot of this that I'm going to be sending somebody. So they are set for pimping out any board game or playing several, you know, D&D sessions with different locales and stuff like that. Whatever the heck they want, even if it's just to paint as a background for other miniatures or however they wish. It's going to be big. That goes to Marcus. So congratulations, Marcus, to that. That's going to be very cool. Hello, Sebastian. I see you saying hello over there. The chat is delayed, so you know, just FYI on that. Yeah, those Matthews, huh? Next up, Force of Radgost. This is an exciting one. I can't think of a better person this went to. This still stands as my favorite prototype I have ever gotten, actually. It's just the charm between the game and the game concept, but then how it was made. It strikes all the right chords for me. It has some great lore to it. It's a fun little game. You can play it with children. So when I see that this is actually going to Bane, I am excited. So congratulations, sir. I really hope you enjoy this as much as actually I did, and my kids did too. So fingers crossed. There you go. Yep. So that's actually really cool. I'm really glad to see that. That's probably the perfect fit for that. Next up, one of several Oko Chronicles core. I don't know why this isn't covered more in the industry. I really don't. It's a fantastic game with great production quality, and it just different than any other dungeon crawl I own. And so as somebody who owns several dungeon crawls, that's important. So very, very cool game, and that is going to Christian. So congratulations, Christian, to that. That is going to be something I hope you enjoy greatly. It's got some good card play, not just dice play, which is fun, and it's kind of like an investigation into who the demon is and stuff like that. And they have a whole bunch of mini campaigns instead of one big campaign, which means you actually get to finish the campaign too, which is always good. Yes, now you can go to bed. There you go. You got your game. Now leave. Perfect. Okay, next up, Oathsworn again. Again, this is core with minis. This is going to be big. This one, so this is the last one of this, by the way, is going to Nick. Nick, congratulations. Well earned for sure. Again, I know you actually play games, not just and collect them, and so that's awesome as well. I'll be happy to see this on the table and not just on the shelf. And again, these are hard to get too, so very big deal there for sure. Next up, and I know we are moving fast. This is Hate. This was donated actually from a patron, and it breaks my heart to see this as a donation because it means it wasn't being played, which just makes me cry. But it means somebody is going to get a very cool game. Massive. You guys, if you saw my thumbnail, it's like full size, right? This actually started the channel down the path. It was my first details video, my first time ever covering a Kickstarter in a news sort of way, because I was pumped about not just the theme, but also the gameplay. It's really fun, especially with those savagery tokens. That is going to Alan. So congratulations, Alan, to that. You get a whole bunch of really cool minis and a fun game out of it. So that works as well. Okay, Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Again, this is the I didn't specify what it is because I actually want to talk about this one perhaps a little bit more. This is the like 5, cycles expansions. This is like everything but the core. And that actually got drawn for our very own Andrew Bray, who again is not here right now. Sadly, he is sick. However, it's not the core. I want to make sure he gets the core. So any funding I get from this video will actually go towards getting him the core to that. Just wanted to announce that here. So just FYI, that is definitely going towards that because very story driven. My favorite pick, if you recall, in the big versus video with Aeon Trespass and Oathsworn and Stormstorm and all these, right? Aeon Trespass Odyssey won for me. Fantastic theme, great gameplay. The Triskelion system's fantastic. Some of the best team play I have seen in a boss battler where you are just part of the team's attack against them and not just you doing your thing and then them doing their thing. So just overall, really, really great. Really enjoyed that one and excited to see. He paints, he plays, he collects, he does it all, and it'll have a good home there for sure. Euthia, Torment of Resurrection. This is another one. Now, this box, if you recall, is like, it's massive. It's huge. It takes up an entire Calyx shelf just of itself, but it does fit in a Calyx shelf, which I appreciate. It's not sitting on top. It actually sits inside of one. Big minis, which is very cool, very RPG heavy. I look forward to getting more into it here soon, and we'll actually share my thoughts on it. But from a product standpoint, it's very, very pretty. And that is going to Kashav, who goes by KK, I believe, on the Discord. So, and I appreciate you only going by KK, and you can see why I'm only saying first names. But congratulations, sir. It looks like a really, really nice one for sure. And you'll be prepared for the coming up Game Found expansion they're doing with that, with like the pet class, which looks super cool to me. Next up, Fractal Beyond the Void. This is my prototype, fully playable. If you recall, this actually gave me the best gaming experience I had in 2021, bar none. It was just so funny. My son still mentions that to this day, and we get a laugh at it every time when I wiped his entire army out by just wiping out an entire solar system. It's what you do sometimes, you know? So that's going to Ryan. Congratulations, Ryan. Very, very excited to send that off. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. And again, it's actually a really nice prototype, fully playable. And really, the only thing you're missing is like alternate skulls from the minis. And, whatever, other stuff they add, of course. And there's a lot there. But this is a fun game that you can get many sessions out of already. Excited to send that off to you. And again, thank you, everybody so far, for their support in the community. Next up, Wild Ascent 1.0. This is all of 1.0. You're going to get it. This will has some really, really nice minis made by Archon, actually. And that will go to Renee? Like, you guys will have to, you guys tell me which one it is. And don't just type RUNE because I won't know. But congratulations to that. You're going to get a very large game with some kind of light camp mechanics and then some actual kind of like hunting mechanics. One of the more interesting things that I like about Wild Ascent is the like tie down mechanic when you're actually trying to capture things. Puts a little spin on it, and would like to maybe in the future see more focus on that action because it does differentiate it a little bit there. Next up, Tainted Grail and Monsters of Avalon. This one actually has a painted mini. If you recall, I painted the Knight Errant. And so Runye, I don't know if it's Runye. Maybe it is, I don't know. So anyway, this actually has that Knight Errant painted. A lot of you guys are actually going to get some painted minis from me. So hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully that elevates it and doesn't detract it. I guess it depends on how you judge my painting. But either way, the Knight Errant is painted on here. He's one of the monsters. This is the full-blown game. You're going to get it. Well, specifically, Derek is going to get it. Very cool name of spelling of Derek, by the way. It wasn't just the beard that got my attention, and I know you've been commenting for a long time, but I love the Y in there. That's super cool. So congratulations for that. Next up, Limbo Eternal War 1.5 all in. Again, a huge support from the company of this for this community here. This is a lot. this is one of my favorite skirmish games. At least the 1.0 version is. I look forward to seeing what 1.5 brings to the table, besides just a whole lot of more kind of organization and stuff like that, a little bit more professionalism around the product itself, and then of course more units, which, I mean, only helps a skirmish game typically, doesn't hurt it. So that's cool. Derek. Okay, you guys are just being honorary now. I'm sure I said it fine. Okay, that goes to Andrew. By the way, congratulations, Andrew, another big member of the community, and so glad I can send these out to you guys and get you guys some good games. It's about time this community benefits from things and not just necessarily gripes about one thing or the other in the industry. Okay, Judgment Eternal Champions Proto, probably the best looking prototype I've gotten. Like when it comes to prettiness, these resin minis are gorgeous works of art. They are fantastic miniatures. And then it had the, if you recall, the gate on either side that's like kind of like the deity thing, and then they also had like the big trees and stuff. Just a very pretty game. It's on a neoprene mat. Beautiful prototype there. That is going to Johannes, so congratulations to that. One of the more one of the more interesting skirmish games, very position focused. So you're going to play your first game and you're like, wow, that was really cool. And you're going to realize about halfway through how important positioning is. It's massive. The most important thing in that game, bar none, is where you are and where they are. Okay, next up, Primal the Awakening. This is the cores plus the stretch goals. So in other words, you get a ton of giant monsters to fight and some cool hunters to do it with in that cool card combo system that they have going on. And that is going to Bajornar. Again, I apologize for any butchering. I can barely speak English. You guys know that. So anytime I go anywhere outside like Kyle, when it comes to like names, I lose it. And so I apologize for that. But I don't apologize for giving you a really cool game. You're going to love it. Definitely was my pick. And I think most of my top 10 list is gone already. Well, Sean, I hope you get number 11. I really hope you do. Or number 8, 9 if you forgot that one or something. Either way, really excited to give these out to people. It's been massive. And there's some big ones still coming. Black Rose Wars, this is the Magister Pledge, both Wave 1 and Wave 2. If you didn't know, if you didn't see, the Wave 2 box is literally like this big. It's this massive thing. I actually have it sitting in a double calyx shelf, and it takes up almost the entire length of it, where I took like the bar out so it's longer. So huge box. That's just the Wave 2. And you get like, you know, everything you could want in there. Tons of big minis, a lot of other things. This itched the Magic the Gathering, like itch that I had, scratched it, whatever, like huge. It was like, it was really big. It was really big. So I hope you enjoy the kind of the magic system in there. I really do. That will go to Luis. So congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. Again, it's a lot of game, a lot of cool minis, very pretty game. And you don't have to wait forever for Wave 2 like we did. You'll just get the whole freaking thing. Excited to send that out as well. Next up, another Oko Chronicles. Again, I can't say enough good things about this. One, I have no idea why it doesn't get the attention I think it deserves. It definitely one of the dungeon crawls I've actually played the most of, actually. And again, it's just like this unsung. It just goes under the radar for everybody. But I think the more people that get their hands on it, the more we're going to realize how much of a gem it really is. And that's going to go to Zach. So Zach, you'll be one of the people who now know how great Oko Chronicles can be. I hope you enjoy it. All right, we're going to pause real quick at the next one here. This is going to be Monster Apocalypse. I want to take a drink real quick. Sorry about that. I hope you guys are doing okay here. Catch up on chat real quick. I appreciate it, Sean. Yeah, so one of the things I'm amazed about by this community is how much you guys... I love celebrating with the community. It's why I love this live stream so much. It's why I've been looking forward to it for so long, and why I'm doing it even though I'm sick, because it's hard just to sit on this, right, and not share it. I love celebrating with you guys. But one of the great things about us is just that that you guys support to support. You're not here because you want something out of me or want something out of anything except what we do here every single day. And so I'm very excited to be able to give back in spite of that, if that makes sense. And I appreciate, of course, all of you for just being great people that agree with me, disagree with me, everywhere in between. I think it's wonderful. So I get more out of this, I think, than anybody. I really do. I like this is so fun for me. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Monster Apocalypse Proto. This again has the apartments and buildings and stuff like that. The giant minis. Those minis are gonna look fantastic. They are in that like thinethol like priming, so it has like it's like black with then like gray on it, so it looks very pretty. But you can paint it just like that if you want as well. I'll be going to Michael. Congratulations, Michael. You're going to be getting some cool alien robot monster mayhem coming up here soon for that. Get a nice taste of how the game plays, at least a little teaser of it. It just gets more complex as you add more things, like most skirmish games. So just go into it knowing that, and you'll see exactly how much you want of that in the Pledge Manager if you decide to follow through with that. Next up, Tenaris All In. Huge. Oh my gosh. Okay, again, this is another big support for the community here. This is, like, I picked this picture, but this picture shows almost nothing compared to what you're going to get. Like, this is a lot of game. Like, a lot. This is pretty much 2 Kickstarters worth of game when it comes down to it, right? Because of these repeated things, it's like, here's everything that was before, plus everything now. I mean, this is a huge thing here. This will be to Dennis. Congratulations. Again, I love recognizing these names and realizing the people that have been part of this community, not just in their financial support, but also actually being there, commenting, making this community what it is. Such a welcoming place for... we cover some tough stuff, and yet we are, I believe, one of the most welcoming places for that when it comes to agreements, disagreements, and seeking information, trying to get more. All of that is thanks to you guys. Okay, Chronicles of Drunagar 1.0 All In. Again, same thing that actually happened to Solomon Kane, where I backed it and then I got my copy that I paid for like later, you know, because they ship it so I can, you know, like unbox it early and stuff like that, which they do for I think a lot of channels. But then it's like, well, I bought this, so here is the Chronicles of Drunagar 1.0 All In. This is again a lot of game. Really, really fun. The all-in helps. When you play it, you'll see that there are moments where it says, if you have the expansion, go do that. Go do that. What I did is I went through it, and every time I went to an expansion, I went and did that. It changes the monsters you're fighting. It changes the theme up a little bit, you know, the look and feel of it, and then you introduce those monsters moving forward, just like you would in like a video game or something like that. And it keeps things fresh, keeps things interesting. I actually enjoyed that part of it. That's going to go to Steve. Congratulations, Steve, to that. Again, very cool game. One of the few that does 3D elements, like a lot, like really in the forefront there. So you definitely get the table presence there as well. Next, Massive Darkness bundle. This is just what I have of Massive Darkness 1.0. I hemmed and hawed about whether I want to keep Massive Darkness 1. I backed Massive Darkness 2 all in, but I feel not only is that already a ton of game, but at the end of the day, that's just more shelf space than I can bear to witness for it. I've already played a ton of Massive Darkness 1. If you recall, I've painted a lot of Massive Darkness 1, so you're going to get a lot of painted minis. They are some of my earlier works. I apologize ahead of time for that. I think they're okay. They're fun. You know, I painted the spider. Was actually my very first YouTube video for a miniature painting. If you go to my channel and sort by oldest, you're going to see the first one is that spider from Massive Darkness. So congratulations on that. That's going to be a big one. That's going to go to Patrick. Congratulations, Patrick. I hope you enjoyed. There's a lot of game there. One of my first, I think, more in-depth reviews as well. I used to do some pretty quick reviews, like 10 minutes, I kid you not. And so this one was quick as well, but it was a little bit more in-depth. I'd already played everything of it. There's some cool missions where, you know, columns are falling and tiles are being destroyed, and it just, you know, like what you know, that giant $200 mini does in Marvel Zombies, you know, but it didn't cost you $200 to get that feature in the game. So very, very fun game though. Really enjoyed it. Next up, Twisted Fables Core. Again, this is very, very cool. This is actually donated by a fellow patron, and it is a fun game. My daughter loves this game, and I do too. Like, I really enjoyed it. It's a tight game. It's very cool to spec. in your deck building and go one of 3 different ways, really. But then you can have kind of like common cards you can cycle into that, and each character plays differently, and it's just a lot of fun. You can play 2v2 and have 2 different maps, and the relics. There's a lot to enjoy here. Plus foil cards. Not enough games have foil cards. That needs to be more of a thing. We have another game coming up with foil cards. I'll probably say the same thing about, but I love foil cards. Nothing says epic loot like foil, okay? That's all I'm saying. That will be to William. Congratulations, William. I hope you enjoyed as much as we have, because it's really, really fun. Next up, Arena of the Contest 1.0 on. This is, again, a lot of game. My favorite campaign that I played. It's actually a lot of fun. It's not overly long, which I appreciate. It means the pace goes quick. You're not doing any filler content. Nothing's just not important or forgettable. You are just doing high point to high point to high point to high point to high point, and then you're done. And I really enjoyed that, so I was actually able to play it. The boss mechanics, really, really cool. And at one point, you're fighting a dragon with like this electric orb going on, but that's only if you choose to fight him. Otherwise, you can fight something else, and then different factions. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and it starts with Daenerys leans in on, which is it's not just story gameplay. It's just all of it mixed together. You're getting story in the gameplay. Really enjoyed it, Antonio. I hope you do too. Next up, The Witcher Old World. This is, again, the prototype. Very playable, a lot of game. I got many sessions out of this, and a really fun like card combat system in there too. And so it's not just the deck building, it's not just the map exploration mode, it's not just the kind of oh, we're gonna gang up on this boss, but then I'm also going to attack you later kind of PvE type system. I really enjoyed that deck building card combat system as well. That is going to Juan. Congratulations, Juan. I hope you enjoyed. It's a lot of fun. If you already backed The Witcher, it's going to prep you for it when you get even more good stuff. If not, well, then you get to enjoy pretty much what other people are just a little bit early. So congratulations on that. That's a win-win no matter what. Next up, Velocity Vanguard. Again, another support for the community. Thank you so much. This is a core pledge that, if you don't recall, this is the one where like it's called velocity for a reason. Like you have that inertia, so like your ships just kind of keep going, right, as you move, and then you adjust, and then you kind of keep it. So very, very cool. I can only imagine the kind of like, you know, you got to wrap your head around that and kind of get used to it to actually do really well in there. It sounds cool. Let's go into Tom. Congratulations, Tom. I hope you enjoy that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely unique. That's really cool, and it looks pretty too. It's very colorful. Next up, Steam Watchers All In. This is it. This is all of it. This is everything. A whole bunch of game here. I actually read the rule book, played it once, mostly. It's set on. We've been moving, so like it's just been a mess. So got it onto the table, played some of it. It sat there. Then I had to actually like clear it out for a showing back when we were showing our house, and then it never got back to the table, which I feel bad about, but it's a decent game. Like it's pretty legit. That's going to Sean. So Sean, congratulations there. I hope you enjoy it. Again, a lot of game. The bus, by the way, very paintable, very nice. Next up, Starcadia Quest Bundle. I actually put the picture of the Space Marauders pack here just because it's fun, because you get all the Easter egg, you know, IP people here. Really, really pretty minis. Very, very nice. Very kid friendly, very kid approachable, and a lot of game. So this is, I think, like the Stormtrooper, you know, pack, or Thorn Trooper pack, or whatever. There's a few other expansions in this bundle as well. This goes to Carlos. Carlos, congratulations, and I hope you enjoy it, especially when it comes to like the theme and look and feel of it all. A lot of fun there for sure. Descent 2E bundle. Whoever gets this gets the very first minis I painted. So congratulations. You own a piece of history. So when I first got into board games, this was the very first board game I bought. I actually traded in a Magic the Gathering full art foil, like, you know, chase card kind of thing for like $200 at the game store. And I'm like, well, now I got to get a board game. So I went online, I went on YouTube, and I looked at like reviews and stuff like that. I'm like, this Descent thing seems pretty cool. So I got Descent 2E. I got like the Lair of the Worm, and eventually a whole bunch of other packs, and played this with my family. We loved it. The rest is history. This made this channel possible, though, and I painted quite a few of the minis here are the Shadow Dragons, stuff like that. So should be pretty fun. This also comes with both campaigns. If you didn't know, the core box at one point was swapped to have a different campaign. I have both. So congratulations, Matthew. Again, common name, Matt, for this. You're going to get a lot of gameplay, like a whole bunch of campaign, some painted minis, some unpainted minis. It's going to be a lot of fun for you, I hope. And I hope you enjoyed as much as my family did. We played the snot out of this. Probably, up until I got Conan, probably the most played game, technically from a play session standpoint from me. So a lot there. Took good care of it though. It's in good. It's not worn down or anything like that. Resident Evil Proto. This is I have played this game more after the review than any other prototype ever. Period. Bar none. I just played it again like 2 weeks ago, actually, with my wife. It's one of my wife's favorite games. There is only one mission in here, but it's replayable, it's fun, and we get to the table all the time. It's actually really good. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know about SFG, or oh, I don't know about Resident Evil because the first one or whatever. Look. All I know is that this product itself is a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy this one as much as I have, which is a lot. That'll be going to James. Congratulations, James, to that. Again, another big one for sure. And yes, if you want to win, change your name to Matthew. Apparently, that's how you get called, or it just means you have a very common name. There could be that too. Okay, this is the Ancestors Volgeric, the all-in, which means you're gonna get this beautiful big mini with the glowing, like, see-through kind of resin stuff that they do. It's gonna look fantastic. It's gonna look beautiful. If you 3D print, you'll get the STLs. You get it all. It's gonna look great on a great display stand, all that. Fantastic miniatures. Literally, like, the bread and butter for this channel, right? I mean, like, if you like minis, you're going to love this. That's all I can say there. This is going to be big. That goes to Sean. Congratulations, Sean, on that. I hope you enjoy that for sure. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be big too, so be prepared for that. Next up, Clash of Rage All-In. This is what I was talking about. Foil cards. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. This might be the saddest thing I'm actually giving away. Like, it breaks my heart to give this away, but it just doesn't get to the table. I can thank my children for that. It's actually great for kids, as long as your kids don't hate each other like my kids seem to do sometimes. When they get into a competitive game, the allure of attacking their brother or sister is so strong, they'll lose the game just to do it. Oh, it's so sweet for them. So that's all they do, and then they never win, and then they're like, oh, no. It's a fun game. Beautiful minis, actually. Very, very nice minis, and the items are very cool. Eventually, you unlock like these like really special items, and there's a whole bunch of foil cards. They're all in foil. They're epic, and they scream epic. When you get that, you feel stronger, you are stronger, and you look stronger too because you got foil cards. So very, very fun game indeed, and a lot of it. I got all the expansions. I got everything. Second Kickstarter. I still backed it anyway. Very, very good product. That goes to Fonz. Congratulations, Fonz. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can get to the table more than I did, at least as much as I wish I could, which is a lot more. Trust me, it's a fun one. I really enjoyed Clash of Rage. Next up, Aesopia Prototype. Had a lot of fun with this. It is coming to Kickstarter again. You guys, I think, will enjoy it though. So hopefully, Brian, you do enjoy this one. It was a lot of fun, and there's a lot of cards and a lot of deck building. It comes with like 6-8 decks, something like that, already pre-built for you, and then you can actually mix and match, which my son and I enjoyed doing several times to kind of get some more rounds in. A lot of fun for sure. So congratulations, Brian, for that. Next up, Elder Scrolls Caldera Bundle. Again, this is a bundle. It comes with a core box. Comes with 2 or 3 or 4 expansions. One of those like kind of big box expansions. There's a lot of minis here, plus the kind of the one you see pictured there, the kind of the main dude with the dragon tail already there. He's already built. The other ones are ready to be built and played and enjoyed. This is based off the Fallout Wasteland Warfare system, which is really good. I like Fallout better, so I'm keeping that. That's why this one is up for grabs. But it's a really, really fun system. Very good mix of board game and tabletop game. So you get a lot of strategy involved there, a lot of RPG elements. It's a lot of fun. That'll be going to Eric. Congratulations, Eric, on that, and I hope you enjoy it a lot, because at least as much as I did Fallout Wasteland Warfare, which was quite a bit actually. I really enjoyed that one. Wild Ascent, Levon Rising. Again, this is, you take Wild Ascent, you add a whole bunch of story to it in the narrative and kind of the funniness and the seriousness and their kind of story writing style, and you get Levon Rising, plus the ability to have kind of more enemy types available, stuff like that, more interesting skirmish endeavors there. That goes to Smooth Rivera. Smooth, congratulations for the cool nickname that you use. I dig it. There is another nickname coming up that you guys are going to kick out of. I just put what you guys put in as your name. Smooth, I know his real name, but like it was fun to see you, whatever you guys put into your name in the donation field. Next up, Bantam West. Again, another big one. This is huge. So I actually now have had time to play, well, not really play, but walk through with the developer on everything, especially compared to what I saw before. And it looks great. And the design decisions here are so smart. There are reminders everywhere on what to do and what not to do. It's one of those games that it looks like it has a lot of systems, but you're not interacting with all of them all the time. It's not one of those things where you go through a round and you just touched every rule, right? It's not like that. And you can do so many things, and it looks like a lot of fun. I love the style. I love the theme. I love the kind of take on it, because it's not like just the Wild West. There's a little twist to it, which is very cool. And that will be going to Ice, however you pronounce your name. Congratulations again. Like I said, even first names are going to throw me off. I do apologize for that. But that is huge. That's awesome. Oh, Bane's battery's dying. I don't know if he's talking about his heart, or if he's talking about what he's watching on. But either way, Bane, it's been great to see. I want to see who gets some maps. So we're going to keep going then, Bane. They are coming up. Okay, next up, Batman RPG All In. There's 2 of these going out. This is a ton of game. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Now, this is one of those things, kind of like the Tenaris RPG, where they have the word RPG in there, but there's a lot of board game stuff in there. So the RPG might throw you off a little bit, but there's a ton of Batman goodness in here. This is big. This is a big support for the community. This is going to Z. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Congratulations, sir. That is awesome. That is a huge amount of game, and I hope you enjoy it a lot, especially with the new game modes that they have and stuff like that. It's going to be big. Next up, Masters of the Universe prototype. This is so exciting because, and I hope, and I didn't check where these people live, but I hope this is somebody outside of Europe that gets to enjoy this as much as I did, because it's very hard to do otherwise. You gotta go pay somebody or get a shipping thing. I did several videos even on that. This is the Archon, the Fields of Eternia one, the one that's super colorful and bright and fun and silly. Kaban's is more kind of dark and gritty. When it comes to they're like, oh, this is like serious, and Master Universe is like, let's ride a dinosaur. So that's kind of the difference between the two there. Nathan Olson, congratulations, Nathan. I hope you enjoy this one. A lot of fun. I enjoyed this one. It's just a fun game. Like I said, it feels like a Saturday morning cartoon. It was pretty wacky. Next up, Limbo Miniatures. This is the Shaitan miniature. You can't get this anymore. This was a limited run, so this is actually really cool, and you get a very cool big Limbo miniature made out of resin. It'll look fantastic. That is going to our very own Fred. Congratulations, Fred. I know that you have been here in spirit, even though you're super busy with work and you haven't visited us on Discord super often anymore. We miss you a lot. But congratulations. You're going to think that's going to be really cool. So I'm excited for that. Next up, Oko Chronicles. Again, another core box. That is going to Jonathan. Congratulations, Jonathan. Again, I hope you realize as much as I did how awesome of a game this is. And again, the minis are great. They're fantastic. The art is beautiful. The production value is just off the charts here. It's really, really good. Reichbusters Project Vril All In. This is a lot of game. If you guys didn't see how much Reichbusters was, Mythic Games for a while there didn't know what a small game was, and everything they made was just massive. And this is one of those things where there's just a ton of stuff. There's a mini that's like this big in there. I mean, it's huge. It's really, really big. So that's a very cool, powerful feeling card combo systems in there as well. That's going to go to Frederick. Congratulations, Frederick, on that. I hope you enjoy it. Both the theme's cool, but also, again, those card combos just make you feel really powerful when you just go in there, wipe out a room. You're like, oof, oh man, let's do that more often. Senjutsu, this is the prototype here. Again, very playable. It is a older version. I've played both. I don't. You'll still get the same kind of gist and feel of it as you would the whole one. And if you're waiting for the one to deliver, it's a nice kind of carry over there. That will be going to Helen. Again, also some very pretty miniatures, so you get that as well. Next up, Batoku. Batoku just came out of the blue. I literally had to search, like, who the heck knows where I live? Like, what was this? Not for me. Very pretty looking game. There's a lot on there. Like, when I look at it, it gives me a little bit of anxiety. But that's just my kind of simple, Amerithrash mind kind of at play there. But for people who can appreciate more complexity and don't just get a panic attack, that's going to go to Rin. Rin, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it looks very pretty, and from what I can tell of the gameplay, it seems quite nice as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Next up, Tenaris Dragons. This is the painted version. Allowed people to pick between the two, and of course they picked painted, and that's fine. I hope you enjoy that. I have already unboxed it. I haven't posted the video of it yet, but I need to, so I will do that soon. That's going to Kyle. Congratulations, Kyle. You get a whole bunch of giant dragon miniatures that look cool, that are pre-painted nicely. It's just awesome. So I don't know how you're going to use it. If you're going to use it in Dungeons and Dragons or in some other tabletop thing, if you're going to use it for display, or if you're just going to actually play it, maybe do some dragon versus dragon stuff, and not just like the, none of that, like actual like gameplay. Then I hope you enjoy it regardless of what you do. You could even do the RAR thing. That's fine too. Next up, Twisted Fables Core, another one, again donated by a patron. Thank you so much for that. This is a fun game, and it's going to Steppen. So Steppen, congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. Next up, Limbo Miniatures is Grunkful. Super cool guy. Again, hard to get, can't really get right now. As you can tell, he's a very angry dwarf. Like, super angry dwarf. Yeah, if you want a bad butt dwarf that just looks like what you would think a dwarf actually would be like, this is it. One of my favorite miniatures I've seen from Limbo, actually. Looks fantastic. That's going to Marvin. Congratulations, Marvin, on that. I hope you enjoyed. It looks to be very, very pretty. Next up, Oko Chronicles. I think this is the last one for Oko. Again, Red Joker realizes that this community is a community that would appreciate the kind of game that this is, and so they kind of supported that. That is going to Ian. Congratulations, Ian, on that, or Lane, one or the other. With the font, I actually can't quite tell, but either way, congratulations on Oko. Again, I hope you enjoy it. Next up, Kingdoms Forlorn, guys. This is it. This is a big one. This is exciting. When I found out I could get this for you guys, I was so pumped. So again, thank you to Into the Unknown for supporting the community here. I'm glad you guys get to benefit from that. You guys get to be recognized from these communities, and this is huge. So I'm excited to give this to Kevin. Kevin, congratulations on getting Kingdoms Forlorn. That is huge. Super exciting. I'm glad I was able to get the unboxing out in time for you guys. So you guys have now seen the unboxing, so you get a little taste of a very big gift that you just won. So congrats on that. Storm Thunder minis. I got some really cool, very collectors style boxes of Storm Thunder minis. These are beautiful, beautiful minis. It's a pack of 2 of them with like an art print, a nice magnetized case. It looks very, very nice. And I'm excited to give these out as well to people who will appreciate them. It also means you can paint them in preparation for the game, so that when you get to the game, which is a great game, by the way, then you get to kind of include that in there. That's going to, the first of those is going to Scott. So congratulations, Scott, to that. Take a quick break and take another drink. How's everybody doing? You sticking with me? Again, I know it's a lot. There's a lot here. it's not my fault. There's a lot of gifts. This year was huge. So I'm very happy to do it for sure. As you can see, this is getting ridiculous. I needed to let go of some of this anyway. May as well give it to you guys. When is this game even coming out? Yeah, you know, I don't know. The prototype that I got way back when, very playable. Like, but even then, it had so many branching paths. Not everybody shares it like Into the Unknown does, but if you've seen Into the Unknown's Aeon Trespass Odyssey updates, where they show kind of the branching paths you can take, and then play testing those branching paths, like what if you went this way, left, right, left? Well, then is that balanced, right? Like, it takes a lot to do these kind of games. I think it's what keeps Mythic games busy with that kind of stuff too, is just how big these games are, and then getting that places, especially the later stages of a campaign, can be really hard. I bet that's what they're doing for the most part, not just miniature stuff, though I know that took them a while too, because there's a lot of miniatures. Mythic Battles Ragnarok, this is a prototype. Again, you get some painted minis. You actually get some painted minis from my wife, which is kind of cool. This came with some terrain, which is nice. One of the things they changed in this, excuse me, versus the other ones were, this one actually came with like not just cardboard terrain, but like actual like tree miniatures, stuff like that. So that's a lot of fun too. That's going to Mr. Bubble. I told you there was another name coming up. I don't know who Mr. Bubble is. I could share their email. I mean, I'm not going to share their email address, but that didn't give, I mean, that gave me a little bit of clue, but still, whoever you are, Mr. Bubble, congratulations. I'll be reaching out to you via email to get you your game. And yeah, if you just wanted me to say this on stream, well, there you go. Now you got me to say it. Okay, Guardian Chronicles. This is the Clash of Heroes version of it, which I think was like episode 2. So it's like the one kind of after even the first one. This one is going to John. So congratulations, John, on that. Hope you enjoy it. It's a lot like Oko Chronicles. It's also by Red Jokers and the Chronicles theme. This one has a little bit of a PvP element where you're working together, but you're also trying to be like the best superhero team. So that's really the difference there. Besides, you get superhero minis and stuff like that. Huge Fantasy City map. Here's a picture of it. As you can see, this is awesome. Which you saw the one that the winner got last year, and this is something you could frame. You could put up on a game room wall, and people can just look at it. And there are so many little details in this. This is actually done by our very own Bane. So Bane is very talented in this. For a while there, he wasn't able to do it because of an injury. But I hope he's back at doing it because he does such a great job at it. And again, you could just look at this map for like hours and find little things and little stories and stuff like that. Super cool that he does this. This is going to Mike. Congratulations, Mike. Again, we'll sync you guys up and you'll get a freaking sweet map out of it. You could use for a D&D session. You could use for any kind of tabletop thing. You could use just to decorate. It doesn't matter. Just appreciate. I get a kick out of just looking at these. So they're really cool. Scene Watcher gameplay all in. Almost the all in. This is the gameplay all in. So you don't have any of the kind of other, bells and whistles per se. You just get all the games. That's still a ton. There's like 4 expansions to it, I believe, that you're getting. So quite a bit. And the core box is big too. That's going to Hitcham. So congratulations to you on that. I hope you enjoy it a lot. Definitely one of the games that really calls out to people, and the theme is super cool. Dungeons of Dragmar. Again, this is supporting the community. This is such a cool looking game. As you can see from the art, it just looks awesome. It looks like, it reminds me of like old Doom style art a little bit, if that makes sense at all. Like the original, like it just feels like that. Very dark, very, very gritty, very cool looking theme there. And that is going to Yin. Congratulations, Yin, to that. Super, super cool. And it looks like Bane's actually already syncing up and stuff like that, so that's cool. I'm glad you guys were here and were able to see it. Always cool to actually see your guys' reactions. Ancient Blood Proto. This is like, if you just want some Bloodborne minis, like here you go. No, this is Ancient Blood really surprised me. One of the things that I really liked about it is the factions that you get of the vampires. They don't look like your normal vampire. It's not all like Dracula stuff. It reminds me of like the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver games, where like it's like in the future and the vampires have now like different clans have evolved differently, it reminds me a lot of that. So you get this like really cool aspect of like, well, they're vampires, but they're like very interesting looking vampires. So yes, congrats, Ian. Always cool to see that. That is going to Raiden. So Raiden, congrats. You're going to get a lot of cool minis, and you get a nice little fun prototype that you can play where you get all the highlights of being able to kind of go around the town, but then also go into like you know, the nest and you know, like smash open a window and kill everybody in there. It's a lot of fun. Fortress Clan Bundle. This is actually this one here that you're seeing picture of the White Wolf Courtier and or Courtier or whatever it is, and a Terror Wolf one as well. So you're going to get both, which is great. That just means you have more content for the game. That is going to Richard. Congratulations, Richard, to that. And shipping should be really easy because it's pretty much just like cards, right? So it's not too bad. Next up, Chronicle X All In. This is huge. This is one that I actually still really appreciate the theme of, and I thought they actually did quite good. It's just not getting to the table based off other stuff. I'd actually play their Wolfenstein prototype, which is fantastic by Archon. Like literally, once it actually delivers and people actually play the game and don't just write it off instantly, it's going to put Archon on the radar as a game developer, in my opinion. It is really, really good. The Chronicle X stuff is like it's like XCOM, right? And you get the base building and you get the different aliens with the all-in with the wave 2, so if you get even more options, you get the XXL monsters. I already built them, so they're already there. There was storage provided. It's going to be really, really cool. That's going to Derald. Congratulations, Derald, on that. That's going to be big. There's a lot of very pretty minis there. Very, very, very pretty minis. Enchanter's Ultimate Pledge. Again, this is going to be huge. There is a lot of love for this game, and as a big card game, there's a lot of gameplay here too. So this is a huge thing for them. Maurice is going to be getting Enchanters. Congratulations, Maurice, on that, and I hope you're prepared for a lot, because again, even on these like this, you know, like a Phoenix line, like Mythic doesn't know how to go small. just do all these big things. It's a nice big box. I've seen it. Guardian Chronicles Core Box. This is the episode 1 version of that, and this is going to Adam. So congratulations, Adam, for that. That's going to be also super cool to see. And again, it's still part of that Chronicles theme style game, which means that the gameplay itself is actually really fun. Twisted Fables core, this is, I think, the last one. This is the 3rd Twisted Fables core that was donated to this pool. Again, huge game. Love it. Really, 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 really fun game. That's going to Jason. Congratulations, Jason, for that. I hope you enjoy it. Next up, Tinner's Trail. I had never even heard of this one before it was donated, so I looked it up. And again, it's one of those games where, like, I think it finds an audience, right? It's one of those things that just like, there will be somebody who's just drawn to this, and it's like, this is their jam. Harvey, I hope it's yours, and I hope you enjoy it. Congratulations, Harvey, on winning Tinner's Trail. Okay, this is the second map. I know Bane's been looking forward to this. This one is going to Rob. Rob, congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. And again, I would love to hear how you end up using it. Are you going to use it as a tabletop RPG map? Are you going to use it to like mount, you know, frame on your game room? Are you just wanting to kind of like get ideas and be inspired by it and just use different bits and pieces? There's a ton there. These things are huge. I mean, they're literally like bigger than the frame of this camera. They're massive. Batman RPG All In. Here's the second one, guys. This is, again, a ton of game. Like I said, I know it says RPG, but there's a ton of board game here stuff as well. And it's Batman. I mean, what's not to like? Gameplay Batman? Yes, please. Brian, congratulations, Brian, on getting the All In to Batman RPG. That's gonna be a lot. Now going babading babadoom. I don't know. I don't believe I did that. More Storm Thunder minis. Again, I have several of these packs. They are beautiful packages. You guys are going to enjoy it a lot. Paul, I hope you enjoy it. There's some very pretty minis. Next up, Gatefall. This is actually all of Gatefall. Kickstarter 1 plus Kickstarter 2. And if you didn't know, Gatefall has these. I mean, these minis are like this big. All of them are, and it's a skirmish game. And I've actually played the first Kickstarter, and it's like a really, you get like the gold system that you get to do, and then you have like the middle that you get to try and control, and you get to buy different cards or get rid of bad cards and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty cool little skirmish game. And well, I say little, but the minis are far from little. That's going to Edmund. Congratulations, Edmund. I hope you enjoy that. That's a lot of stuff, too. And it'll prep you for their third Kickstarter that's coming up. Okay, this is the Kitsune Clan. You guys saw this. This is from Signum Games. They make some very nice resin miniatures. That's what these are. And these are actually usable in the game that they have. But they're also just really cool looking minis. A very neat take on the Kitsune. A lot of them just kind of have the tails like spread out, but these people are like, like jumping with the tail down, and they have all these cool poses that they're doing. And there's like a queen looking kind of commander chick, stuff like that. Very, very cool. Darrell, I hope you enjoy those. Again, I don't know if you plan on painting or if you actually have the game and plan on using them, or subbing them in for something, but either way, very, very nice minis. Next up, Space Kraken. Fascinating dungeon crawl, because it's all just in a book. Like if you took ISS Vanguard and said, you know what, let's just get rid of all the other stuff and just put it in a book. It's kind of like that, or kind of like some other games where it's book based. So you open the book and it has a map, and you can like fold out the character cards on the right. Like it's very smartly done, very, very cool. So you can fight bad guys and do all that stuff just in a book. So this is the dungeon crawl. It's just like that. Awesome idea. Jason, I hope you enjoy it. Very, very cool thing. So very cool idea. And again, you're not going to play dungeon crawl like it otherwise. Devil May Cry, another donation from the community to the community. So that's huge. This is going to Ian. Ian, I hope you enjoy this. Hopefully you like the IP. I certainly did, or at least I did in like the PS2 days. I haven't really played a Devil May Cry since I think 4. I think was the last one I played. Though I wanted to try the latest one. That looked cool too. I think at one point Dante's using a motorcycle to attack people with. So that's a thing. That sounds cool to me. I'm down with it. Next up, Dead Man's Cabal. Again, another donation. And this is for Bill. Bill, congratulations on Dead Man's Cabal. I appreciate the slanted crown. Notice that right away. I dig that. The second copy of Space Kraken got 2, sending 2 of them out. This one goes to Nick. Nick, congratulations. I hope you enjoy that. Gotta play Devil May Cry 5. I will put it on there because I did play 4. I didn't play like the remake. I think it was just called DMC, but I believe that character is still in there. I don't think that's Dante. So I don't know. I'll need to figure out if I need to go back and play that before 5 or not, or maybe you can let me know. But definitely want to. And Trespass Odyssey prototype. This is the prelude, and it's pretty much the whole prelude. A ton of game sessions out of this. It was the same size as the Kingdoms Forlorn, and again, it had a ton of gameplay. So, like, you'd be surprised how much you can get out of that. But the storyline is so cool. When you get this, let me know what you think of the freaking snails. I know I talk about that all the time, but it just, like, when I was like, what is this game? Like, when I was playing it, it's awesome. Anyway, Michael, enjoy it. I hope you do. There was a painted mini in there, by the way, so you get that, so that's fun. Houston, we have a dolphin. This is signed by the creators. This is actually in Europe. Again, donated to the community by the community. And Andy, I hope you enjoy it. I think it's super cool that we have a signed copy. I hope to maybe get more of that kind of stuff in next year's fundraiser. Maybe we can get some of these companies to actually sign it. Make a cool little gift for you guys. I think that'd be kind of neat. I don't know if they can necessarily. I'll have to pledge manager stuff, right? But I don't know. I'll see what we can do. There's probably something we can do around that. I'm gonna try it. Red Dragon and Allies. The Red Dragon game is a hoot. It's a lot of fun. You just get a lot of laughs. So I've played that. I haven't played the Allies. So that'll be kind of interesting to see the spin on that. But that's going to Patrick. Patrick, congratulations to that. Hopefully I don't know if you know the Red Dragon or if you've enjoyed it or not, but hopefully you appreciate this. Next up, Twisted Fables. This is my proto copy. This is mostly all sleeved. is the copy I played. It's a copy I enjoyed. You get all the relics. You get every character you see on that picture. And there's a ton of game sessions. Again, we played this well after the review. Kept playing because it's that much fun. That's going to Dustin. Congratulations, Dustin. Guardian Chronicles. This is the Clash of Heroes. I think this is the last Guardian Chronicles too. There might be one more. I lose count. Again, this is part of the Chronicles series like Oko. This is going to Marco. So congratulations, Marco, on that. Next up, some more Storm Thunder minis. I've kind of explained that cool little magnetized box that you get. That's going to Robert. Congratulations, Robert. I hope, again, you enjoy that. Hopefully I'm not blinded. The sun just came out. My goodness, that is bright. Whew. Oh, man, I look pasty. I'm going to close this. Hold on a moment. Wow, how long's that been going on? Okay, yeah, I like glow in the dark. My goodness. Okay, Fortress Clan bundle. This is the same as the other Fortress Clan bonus bundle. I'm just showing the Terra Wolf expansion now. Again, you're going to get both. That goes to Jim. Congratulations, Jim, on that. Next up, Limbo Miniatures, the Shaitan. This is the only other copy, I believe, the second one. And this is going to Ben. Congratulations, Ben. I hope you enjoy it. Next up, Theosis. Again, another this is from the community to the community, which is awesome. I love seeing the support you guys have. This is going to Stephen. I hope you enjoy it. I might get my hands on this as well, too. I need to answer an email, but I might be able to get my hands on this, too, which is super cool. It looks neat. Next up, Gatefall Kickstarter 1. This is my copy of it that I bought for the first Kickstarter. And this is going to Brian. So congratulations, Brian. I hope you enjoy those super cool minis. I don't know if you're going to paint them or not. If you do, feel free to share it with me. I'd love to see them because it looks like they paint up beautifully. A lot of my patrons did that. Some more Storm Thunder minis. These are going to Corey. So Corey's going to get some cool, beautiful minis for Storm Thunder a little bit early. Next up, Dungeon Decorators. What a fantastic concept. I hadn't heard about this again until it was donated. And this is by Dave. This is to David. So David, I hope you enjoy this one as well. Monster Hunter World prototype. So you get to fight 2 different monsters in this one. And they definitely feel different. You'll see kind of how the AI works and the combat works and stuff like that. And get some cool minis. This is to Daniel. Congratulations, Daniel. You also get 1 painted mini from my wife. Next up, Cyber Odyssey prototype. This is a lot of fun. If you recall, they changed it a little bit, but they really just changed kind of the layout of it in the second Kickstarter. Gameplay-wise, it's still the same thing where you're going on different missions. You're taking like a taxi from different zones and dealing with all these events that are popping up and stuff like that, and then actually fighting in like these little like buildings and stuff like that. This is going to Anindra. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy that. And again, a very, very cool theme for you and some cool minis. There was one more Guardian Chronicles. One more Guardian Chronicles going to Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew. We are picking up the tempo. Yes, trying. There's a lot. This is a Radiant Offline Battle Arena. This is actually a really cool looking game, I think. And it's going to Aaron. Congratulations, Aaron. Rampart. This is fun. I need to get with the winner of this because they get to pick whether or not they are getting this one right here, which is the Eternal Cathedral version, or the sci-fi version. I actually have that as well. Fantastic terrain. I use it in Warhammer all the time. Any patron of mine can that's on Discord can tell you they've seen plenty of pictures of this. Paints up beautifully, looks pretty, it's great scale, and they just came out with a new cool one with like ceilings and floors and stuff. As going to Jean and Francois, whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Just let me know which one you want. I'll ping you. Next up, Street Fighter collectible card game. This is actually, I think I advertised as just this booster box. It's also like a 2-player like battle like core set kind of thing, right? And then a booster box on top of that. This is really cool. I love the art in it. It just looks pretty. It looks like a fun card game that's very strategic. So I hope you enjoyed. There's a ton there. That's going to Matt. Again, another Matt winner. I hope, again, that you have a lot of fun with it and build some cool decks. Next up, Fortress Clan Bundle. I think this is the last one, perhaps, of them. This is, again, both the Terra Wolf and the other Fortress one. That's going to Peter. Congratulations, Peter. That's it. Oh, my goodness. Guys, thank you so much for such an amazing turnout. Not just in the financial situation, which is, of course, is great and fantastic and already being put to good use, and will continue to make a strong 2022 for you guys. But for being there throughout the year as well, for making up this community, for answering questions, comments, pushing developers, letting me know when stuff's coming up, reaching out to me in that regard, and just all around, you guys make up a fantastic community, and you guys all deserve a pat on your own backs for it. So this is just me giving out stuff and enjoying it. For my patrons, I will be doing a smaller, more private giveaway that I'll be kind of sending some stuff out. Not based off of any kind of monetary thing there, just as a thank you to them as well, because they're there throughout the year supporting this channel also. But guys, I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. I look forward to this every year. I can't wait to do it again. It's really cool that I'm in the position to be able to even do it. I never thought I would. Knowing that a lot of people really enjoy it once they get the games and they're able to play it or play it earlier, get to know if they like the game more, or get the game that they couldn't get otherwise, or whatever. It's a lot of fun there. So anyway, my throat made it through, so I'm good there. But I will be wrapping this up so I can probably rest it a little bit and maybe drink some water. I don't know. So I'm gonna let you guys go for today. I look forward to again talking to you guys more. I got several reviews coming up, several unboxings that are already filmed that are coming out here soon that I'll be sharing as well. So I hope you enjoy those. Yeah, I'll let you know what I think about Kingdoms Forlorn, for instance. That's on the deck to be played soon. And yeah, take care, guys. And again, thank you so much for everything. Very, very appreciated. All right. Bye, guys.